What up YouTube, this is True Hero coming at you with a brand new video about the new hero support. Yay is what I would like to say. But honestly, looking at this card from a competitive hero playing standpoint, I was kind of disappointed. I will say this though, I was super excited, of course, to hear that heroes were getting something new we're getting something new coming from Konami. It's an appreciative. It's nice knowing they're still thinking about us. Originally, when I heard it, I was expecting for us to get the final masked hero. We're still missing our 6-star light attribute monster. So of course that was the immediate thought that came to my head. But then I saw Elemental Hero Honesty Neos. I was like, oh, cool, Neos. Maybe Neos is going to be getting something to make Neospatians more playable or something like that. And then I read the card, and for those of you that haven't had the chance to read it, it says during either player's turn, you can discard this card, then target one hero monster you control. It gains 2500 attack until the end of this turn. During either player's turn, you can discard one hero monster. This card gains attack equal to the discarded monster's attack until the end of this turn. You can only use each effective elemental hero Honesty Neos once per turn. So the last bit's pretty standard. The second effect really isn't, I don't really think you're going to see that played much. That would obviously mean that this card is face up on field, but it's a level 7, which means that you can't use it with Summoner Monk, Hero Lives. You can't even use it with Oversoul because it's an effect monster. And those are 3 of the pretty standard methods of special summoning hero monsters from hand or deck. So I don't really think you're going to see this card on field much to be able to use the second effect. So let's talk about the first effect, which is the Honest-esque effect. You can discard this card, target one hero monster, it gains 2500 attack till the end of turn. Now, under normal circumstances, like that effect at a glance, it looks pretty awesome actually. And you could definitely use this. Let's say you were going second. This card could definitely be used to swing over problem monsters like ABC Dragon or Cyber Dragon Infinity. I'm gonna see a lot more of those turn 1 now that ABCs have hit the TCG. So in terms of getting rid of some of those problem monsters, this card is great. You could throw something like Shadow Mist. You don't have to worry about Cyber Dragon Infinity, activating any effects or something like that. You would have to worry about ABC Dragon banishing this card. So you would obviously want to bait out some of those effects, some of those stun or control effects. But then essentially you could beat over them with a Shadow Mist rocking 3,500 attack points, which is not only hysterical to think about, but it's also fairly effective. Again, providing, of course, and this is all providing that they don't have any battle trap set or anything like that. It's just an option. It's just a way to get out of those things. But to be honest with you guys, I feel like I have 2 issues with Honesty Neos, and the first of which and the largest of which is that it's a hand trap, and as heroes have shown in the past, they really can't utilize hand traps to the extent that other archetypes can. Now, of course, I'm going to say that and I'm going to have a million people dislike or send me videos of heroes using hand traps. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying that we can't utilize them to the way that other archetypes can, and that's because one of our primary ways of getting a large quantity, a large quantity of XZ monsters on field is Bubble Man, which of course requires no cards in hand to special summon from your hands. And it's a reason I've spoken about this in the past. Twin Twister isn't something that I'm particularly fond of in a hero deck, and that's because going first, if I want to special summon my Bubble Man in conjunction with other monsters, I have to set all my cards, then special summon Bubble Man, which leaves me during my opponent's turn with no card to discard for Twin Twister. Effect Veiler is the same thing. I've seen a few hero players pull off Maxi. Maxi's really effective, especially at 2. You're not always guaranteed to draw into it, but when you're going second, if you do draw into it, it's really, really effective. Of course, because this is a meta, of course, where everyone's special summoning up the wazoo. But for the most part, you don't really see a lot of hand traps, and Bubble Man is the main reason why. So yeah, it's a great effect. I like it I like it for another reason that I like Honesty Hero Neos is that it doesn't have to be a certain attribute of monster. It's any hero monster, which means if you're going to use it to defend Dark Law, it could be very effective against defending Dark Law against attacks. But again, the issue I have is that, to be perfectly honest, I feel as if there are better cards to defend Dark Law, during the battle phase. We have Storming Mirror Force, we have Quaking Mirror Force. Now, of course, those are all susceptible to MST, Cosmic Cyclone, Twin Twister, but I would rather have those at my disposal than Bubble Man for the simple reason that I can set them and utilize not only their effectiveness, but I can also take advantage of Bubble Man's effectiveness. Now, the other reason I would prefer not to be running this card is because in special summoning Bubble Man, I can make Xyzs that are a little bit more preactive in terms of preventing my opponent from putting monsters on board that can run over Dark Law in the first place. Traptrix Rafflesia is a great example. I could even go into number 37, which for those of you that have not seen number 37 run, it's a really, really handy card. It also, like Bahamut Shark, requires 2 level 4 water monsters, and during either player's turn, you can detach one, and it will cause all of your opponent's monsters to lose 1,000 attack, which first of all is great because it doesn't target, and also when the monster is destroyed, you can special summon one monster from your grave, which means you could special summon Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, which of course will get you Mass Change back in hand. You can, what I've done a few times is I've actually used Norden and a Bubble Man to special summon number 37, and when 37 has been destroyed and sent to grave, I have re-special summoned Norden in conjunction with another level 4 monster in my grave, so that A, I have a wall of monsters to defend my life points, and B, I have plays that I can make during my turn once my opponent enters their end phase. So I really do think that there are just better options for Elemental Hero Honesty Neos in terms of competitive meta play. I could be wrong, of course. You may get a video from me in a few days after I've done a little bit of play testing with the card, and I'm be sitting here telling you guys, listen, this card is legit. When this card hits TCG, if you guys don't run it, you're losing out. But as of right now, and I've had a while. I've had about a day to think about it and look at it logistically. And I really think that there are better options for heroes. If you're worried that much about big monsters running over your heroes, there are just better options than Elemental Hero Honesty Neos. And again, it's neat because it doesn't require a certain type of hero. It's just any hero. It also doesn't have to be sent to graveyard. It just has to be discarded, which is awesome. But again, in terms of worrying about battle step or big monsters swinging over things like Dark Law, there are just better options out there. So I wasn't really that excited. My verdict on this card is not that excited, but willing to play test and check it out. I would probably run this card at 1, maybe 2, because it is searchable by Mist. It is searchable, obviously, by E-Emergency Call. So it would be kind of cool to have this in the deck. Go through my turn as normal, special summon Dark Law, and then use Bubble Man to get out whatever Traptrix Rafflesia, Bahamut Shark, Tree Toad, then use E-Call to search this card to my hand and kind of put my opponent in an awkward position where if they get past my control, now they have to worry about swinging over Dark Law because I'll have Honesty Neos in my hand. That is fairly credible, but if you're running this card at 3, it might get super clunky, and the odds of you opening with it in your opening 5 becomes much, much higher, and that is not something you want to have to deal with. So I'll give it a try, and I will definitely be putting up a video in the future to let you guys know how that goes. And in the meantime, please leave me your thoughts on Elemental Hero Honesty Neos in the comments section below. Can't wait to hear what you guys think. And as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more, guys. What is up, YouTube? True Hero coming at you guys with more cards on eBay. We just got some more cards listed up for you guys, of course, in conjunction with a few other cards that we've had. We have a few staples: Cosmic Cyclone, Floodgate Trap Hole, Speedroid Terratops, along with some cards that are staples and some meta decks that are going around. Metalfoes Gold Driver, for example. Let me see what else we got down here. Dark Magical Circle. Again, shout out to the gentleman who topped 34th. I think he got 34th place at YCS, which is awesome, with a Dark Magician build. So shout outs to him. We've got a couple of the staples for Dark Magician. Again, Dark Magical Circle, Magician's Navigation, etc., etc. So a link will be put in the description for you guys. Please check us out. And as always, thank you guys for the support. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.